gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to JCC Jaguar Sports Network from Selma, North Carolina, as the Lady Jaguars stand at 4-8 overall, 4-8 in conference play, 3 of 2 in the last 5, and matching up against the Flying Eagles from Southwest Community College in Virginia. I'm Petey Norris alongside Craig Green. Craig, welcome aboard in 2024. The last time we covered the Jaguars, we're falling out of 2023.
Happy New Year, everybody. Glad to be back, Petey. And, the Jags did not have the greatest actually, no, they did win their last outing here. So it's one thing they'll be able to carry into this game today. They have lost 2 of the last 3 as well, just to have the Flying Eagles. So it's going to be a test to see who can get the dub today, who can end their losing streak and get off the right foot here starting in January.
Yeah, but right now the Lady Jaguars have to face a well-disciplined team from Southwest Virginia, as they have 3 players that are well established into double-digit figures. If you take a look at Amber Kimberline, she averages 19 points per game. So that can tell us right there, Craig, that the ball will run through Amber's hands today, followed up by Laurie Grove.
Yep, got to pay plenty of attention to number 5 when she's got the basketball. Make her move off her spot and make shots difficult for her. And for the Jags, Petey, it's going to be sharing the basketball, everybody getting into their spots. I mean, Nalia White, Zaniyah Thagard, and also Maya Smith. That's going to be the triple threat, I think, as well as Maylani Patterson has been coming on very strong as of late. We did see the Jags, take an L against Catawba Valley, but they did play well after falling behind early. I think one thing for them also, they're going to have to get off to a fast start here. Can't afford to start slow against this team who is actually 6-2 on the road. They're very comfortable away from home. Let's see if the Jags can make them a little uncomfortable this afternoon.
As Coach Thad Lambert came in with the Flying Eagles today, take a look at the court and was talking with the players, with trying to find where out of bounds was and stuff like that. It's always playing all types of different gymnasiums. The sun can be a factor as the day goes on from the perimeter, from the opposite side of the court for the Flying Eagles. The Jaguars know where the court is here. They play here very often, and we'll see exactly how the perimeter shooting for the Jaguars. But today, I have a feeling the game is going to have to run through the power forward Maya Smith's hands today if the Jaguars plan to get a W here today. Rebounding
is going to be a big factor in today's game, Petey. You mentioned it. I mean, the Flying Eagles right now, they're allowing opponents just 29 rebounds a game while they average 38 themselves. So Maya Smith, she's the straw that stirs the drink down low in the low block for the Jags. Can she box out some of their best rebounders and create some second chances, and also keep the Flying Eagles one and done when they miss?
The Jaguars are trying to keep the Flying Eagles on the ground today as they get ready to take off from Selma. You're listening to Jaguar Sports Network. We'll be right back here. Petey Norris, Craig Green, bringing you live coverage of Jaguars Sports Network. Welcome back to the Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium. Petey Norris, Craig Green, bringing you coverage on Jaguars Sports Network as the Jaguars face the Flying Eagles at 10-5, 8-4 in conference play, 2-3 in the last 5, and the Jaguars are 4-8 overall, 4-8 in Region 10 play. Last 5 are 3 wins, 2 losses. But like me and Craig said, let's take a look at the court, and you can see that sun we're talking about here inside the Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium. We're moments away from Craig. Final thoughts before this game gets tapped off.
I think for the Jaguars today, just protecting the basketball is going to be the key, rebounding and not turning the basketball over. That's going to be their keys to victory this afternoon.
As you know, we take it to the PA announcer. It's 2024, Craig. It's basically the turn of the calendar, and we'll see exactly how the Jaguars come off hot here at home. But, you know, it all starts here today against the Flying Eagles from Southwest Virginia Community College. And the national anthem being sung, we'll go to commercial break. Welcome back as we're going to start with the starting lineups for Southwest Virginia.
For Southwest Virginia, they're going to be starting Lorraine Grove, 5'8", freshman from Ridgely, West Virginia. Also Madison McLean at guard, 5'4" from Hampton, Tennessee. Amber Kimberlin, 5'6" from Marion, Virginia. Paige Niehammer, 6 foot from Cott County, Tennessee. And Braylon Steele, small forward, 5'10" from Gate City, Virginia.
So we can go with the starting lineups for the Jaguars.
Number 3, my name is Anaya Thaggart. I went to Smithfield Selma High. Go Jags. Number 5, Maylani, Southern Elements High School. Go Lady Jags.
I'm number 12. My name is Nalia White. I come from Alma High School. Go Lady Jags.
24, Elena Randolph, South Central High School. Go Jags.
30, Maya Smith, Pamlico County High School. Jaguar Nation.
As you can hear the starting lineups, the Jaguars come out ready to go to stop the Flying Eagles. But today it's going to start right here. Craig, Jaguars need to get started quick, as we said in pregame. They plan on jumping ahead on the Flying Eagles.
They started slow against Catawba Valley, and I think it kind of cost them having to play catch-up. So today, want to see if they can get off to a fast start, get the ball rotating, find their spots on the court, take their shots, take advantage of a smaller Eagles team, a younger Eagles team, mind you, as they have all freshmen and 1 sophomore on their squad.
So Niehammer will be jumping up against Maya Smith. That'd be the interesting matchup down low today, as Nieheimer averages just 3 points per game, but 9 rebounds. And the Jaguars control the tip, but they tip it right to the Flying Eagles. They work the perimeter in the first possession. As Niehammer goes right side to Grove. Grove baselines come back out. Niehammer for 3. Off the heel and iron, Maya Smith with the first rebound. See how the Jaguars come out in their first offensive possession of 2024 at home. Nice backdoor cut, and going up strong was Maylani Patterson.
And a beautiful find on the pass as Maylani Patterson was cutting to the basket. No one from the Eagles saw her rotating underneath on the baseline all by herself.
So Jaguars draw blood first.
And then Niehammer gets it back for the Jags. For the Eagles.
First quarter all knotted at 2, just at 60 seconds away, and Patterson with a 3, and Page, correction, that was Grove with the rebound. Whips at top of the key, looking inside, and Niehammer takes it straight to the cup.
Niehammer already surpassing her season average right there, Petey, in the first minute and a half of the first quarter.
Staggered with a deep 3, and ladies and gentlemen, as she gets on, it could be a long game for the Flying Eagles. She releases a 3.
Eagles don't allow their opponents to shoot even over 30% from three-point range as LaRae Grove answers.
2 threes in opening minute 20. So White right side to Thagard in the corner. Thagard's right wing and 3, and Randolph with the putback, and coming down with the rebound is Nieheimer. Pushing ahead to Grove. Grove looking inside, and Patterson with a tip out of bounds. The first stoppage of the clock. Top of the key to Grove. Grove is already 1 for 1 from the perimeter and inside, and it's off the knee of Patterson, a turnover. It's the first turnover for the Flying Eagles.
Can the Jags take advantage? There's Thagard wide open, Petey.
Runs out for Thagard, and Nieheimer with her 3rd rebound. 3 from the left perimeter, and nothing but nylon for Kimberline.
Kimberline is going to have to be watched for the duration of this game. Number 5 is somebody you cannot leave wide open.
Randolph taking it to the hole and throws it up, and Maya Smith with a rebound and a putback, and 2 flat. And fighting for it, Nieheimer and Smith, and coming out for it is Kimberline. The Flying Eagles with 2 threes. Kimberline up and under. Foul before the shot, and call the foul on White. So Caleb Bell checks in for Nylia White. White averages 13 points per game for the Jaguars this season.
And Coach Z rotating her players early.
Nothing but nylon for McLean, Madison McLean. That's a 3rd 3 for the Eagles. They lead 13-5.
That 3 balls falling to them already. They shoot over 30% from the field.
Jaguars letting the Flying Eagles set the pace as Grove inside to Nieheimer. Nieheimer loses it. Back to Grove. Back down low to Steele, and Steele off that left side. 10-point advantage.
And a good find by LaRae Grove to find her wide open, and Coach Z needs to talk it over here.
We'll take a break with them. You're listening to Jaguar Sports Network. 15-5, Flying Eagles over the Jags. Gymnasium in Selma, North Carolina, on his Jaguars Sports Network on his beautiful January Sunday from Selma. 15-5, Flying Eagles open up on a 10-point advantage over the Jaguars. Consists of 3 threes for the Flying Eagles. There's 3 for 4 for the perimeter in the opening 3.5 minutes.
Got to see the Jags close out on these shooters a little better and make these perimeter shots a little harder to take.
Randolph goes around the perimeter and pulls up, and Bell with the rebound. Out to Patterson. Patterson put it on the floor. Gets away with the travel off the side of the backboard, and Grove with the rebound. Grove looking ahead. Nice bounce pass to Steele, and Steele leaves it on the rim and it falls. 17-5.
Again, the Eagles able to take advantage of an empty possession by the Jaguars, and a foul call that's going to go the way of JCC this time, as Steele will be called for her first foul.
Flying Eagles on a 13-0 run. Last 2.5 minutes for the Jags.
Isaiah Thompson now coming into the game for Maya Smith. Let's see how that affects the Jaguars down low.
Randolph in the corner, back out to Thagard. Bell back to Thagard.
Eagles playing their big lineup. They have 5'10" and 6 foot. Braylon Steele and Niehammer in the game together.
Thagard with a long rainbow three, and that's our second three to Jaguars. Stop the bleeding momentarily.
Jags needed that bucket in the worst way. You don't want to fall behind too far. They're already starting kind of slow.
Nieheimer answers back.
Nieheimer actually, that one rolled off the back bucket, Peter. They were able to survive that possession. See if the Jags can get it down to about 2 or 3 possessions here.
So Matty Day will check in the next net ball for the Flying Eagles. Bell looking for somebody flash down low. Back out to Bell. Bell looking at Thagard. Thagard off the right wing. Count it. That's her third three of the she got 9 of the team's 11.
Broken play right there, and Thagard took advantage of it. She was wide open. Now it looks like an offensive foul is going to be called on McLean. That's the second turnover by the Eagles.
McLean with the illegal screen. 4:24 left first quarter. Jaguars 6-0 run to get within 6. Can Thagard's hot hand stay hot as Randolph looking back door to Bell, and Bell cannot break free of Nieheimer. As Nieheimer's got that baseline cut off from all. We got an offensive foul on Randolph as she threw the elbow up against Kimberline.
And Kimberline held her ground, and Randolph tried to clear space, but the referee saw it happen.
Nieheimer working left side to Grove. Nieheimer on the mismatch down low. She took Thompson right around for a reverse layup. Back to a 10-point advantage.
And 6 points for Nieheimer. You know, you mentioned, like I said, that she only averaged 3 points a game, and here she is with 6.
Back down low, and overshoots the goal as Braylon Steele was there. She loses it. She falls to the floor. It's the second turnover. Correction, that was the 4th turnover for the Flying Eagles. Cross-court pass, and it's telegraphed, but Thagard with a drain three, and it's good.
Sanaya Thagard's got the hot hand early on.
14. 21-14. The thing about Thagard needs to keep that same momentum going as Steele with the turnover.
Melanie Patterson took the ball right out of her hands.
Same way as Maddie. Correction, that was Kimberline did the same thing, and it's a turnover. It's a 6th turnover. Back Jaguars with their 4th turnover.
Back and forth.
Back and forth basketball here. Jaguars looking to get within 2 as Bell with the 5th turnover.
I didn't see a travel on Kayla Bell, but referee had a better vantage point than I did. I thought she was able to maintain that pivot foot.
Grace Hancock checks in for the first time for the Flying Eagles as White checks in for Alani Randolph.
Just like that, Nalia picks up her 2nd foul. little too handsy on the defensive side. Referee didn't like it. So it's 3 team fouls against the Jags.
It's 19-14. Grove goes up, and it's great defense by Thompson.
Eagles will have 10 on the shot clock here, PD. Won't reset off the deflection.
Matty Day looks inside to Nieheimer, and Nieheimer is double teamed by Thompson and White. White needs to be real, correction, that was Bell, but the foul is on Thompson.
Got to respect what they're doing. They got to trying to take Nieheimer away from inside. They sent the double team at her. Got a little too physical.
I like the rotation that Coach Z for the Jaguars, keeping Maya Smith out of the target of fouls, but rotating Thompson in to slow down Nieheimer.
And Smith with no fouls so far in the first quarter. Yeah, Coach Z, again, recognizing how important Maya is to protecting the low block.
Kimberline travels. That's the 7th turnover for the Lady Flying Eagles.
You have 2, yeah. So it's on who? Do you have the numbers? 22, and then was it my legal screen up top?
23. Yes. 23. So it's 14 and... It was.
You're okay. Don't worry about it. That's why we have y'all.
They had to come to the table and get the score. Like the score was off on the score clock and the fouls were off, so they got it all situated, and now we're back rolling. Maya Smith down low, and Maya Smith for the Jaguars, 19-16. Jaguars within 3.
Good feed by Thagger to find her. Maya Smith was able to take it into the painted area off the glass against the defense. There's a turnover again by the Eagles. That's turnover number 8. And
Jaguars on an 8-2 run. See if the Jaguars can get within 1 point or tie the game, as Patterson is looking to take that 3, but putting it on the floor. Thagard in the hands of Thagard, and she does not get to tie it up. And nice box out by Grace Hancock to stop Kayla Bell from getting a rebound, as Hancock Nieheimer pass was intercepted right to Patterson, and Patterson loses it. Great defense by the Flying Eagles, and that was Kimberline stripped it from Patterson.
Yeah, did a good job affecting the shot as Patterson went to the basket.
We got 15 turnovers here in the first quarter, just 61 seconds left. 3-point game. Can the Jaguars tie it up going in to the break after the first from falling behind early, 17-5 over the Flying Eagles?
It was a slow start to begin, but they've managed to fight their way back into the game.
Jaguars trying to get to 3 just to tie it up. And Greg, that's one thing you don't want to do, is so much of the game left. Let the game come to you in the perimeter, move the ball down low, and score on fundamental shots.
The fundamentals still play a big, big role in today's basketball. You know, see a lot of one-on-one stuff going on as Nieheimer gets her 8th point of the first quarter. But I would say both teams are doing a good job sharing the basketball, using their fundamentals, trying to get everybody involved. It's a tight
Randolph.
basketball game so far. Nice take by Randolph.
Randolph shaking and baking, got a little bit of separation and throws up the prayer. Nieheimer is off from the top of the key. 5 seconds left. And that's the end of the first quarter. Jaguars and Flying Eagles, 21 Flying Eagles, 18 your Jaguars. You're listening to Jaguars Sports Network. We'll be back with quarter number 2. Welcome back to the Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium. Petey Norris, Craig Green here, bringing you coverage of Jaguars Sports Network. First quarter was the quarter of runs. Southwest Virginia in the first 4.5 minutes went on a 13-0 run over the Jaguars, led by as many as 12. Jaguars in the final 5 minutes put together an 8-2 run, got within 3, and that's where we stand now. 9 turnovers for the Flying Eagles, 7 for the Jaguars. Jaguars with the first ball to start the quarter, and Maya Smith's shot is deflected. She stays right with it, and the Jaguars are within 1.
Good way to stay with it by Maya Smith. That's her 4th point of the game. Jags shot 7 of 19 in the first quarter, Petey, as Nieheimer answers.
As Hancock right to Nieheimer. Nieheimer answers quietly to make it 23-20.
Flying Eagle shot 9 of 13 from the field in the first quarter, 3 of 5 from long range.
9:20 left, first half. Jaguars fight back if they keep the same momentum up. As picking up the foul is Glover on the block against Patterson.
Saw 7 made 3-pointers in the first quarter between both teams. Needless to say, hot shooting to get us started, as Nalia White trying to get her name in the scorer's book.
As Grace Hancock down low, pulling down a rebound and clears it out as they go inside. And Nieheimer shaking and baking with that left-handed dribble and puts it up flawlessly to make it a 5-point advantage.
Number 10 with 10 points. It's her best offensive game she's had in a while.
Patterson rushes the iron and Nieheimer. Take it straight to the hole, kicks it right side, baseline, and Nieheimer back inside for 12-footer. Too hard, and Jaguars. Nice little crowd here at the Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium on this
doubleheader Sunday.
This cold January day in North Carolina. It's cold to some, but not as cold as it is up in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, folks are still shoveling the snow out so they can see a football game tomorrow afternoon.
As I saw on Twitter that the Buffalo Bills is Jaguars sink to 3 to get within 2 is Randolph. Offering $20 an hour to go shovel snow at the Bills Stadium. I thought about driving up there, but the time I got up there, hopefully the snow blowers would have it all done. Nice rebound by Kimberline as she puts up a 3 off the iron. And Grace Hancock still fighting for the rebound down low as for the point guard for Southwest West Virginia. And Faggers shot was off the mark, and Patterson wraps around the rim and does not fall. A chance to tie the game. Hancock, nice take to the cup and too hard, and Kimberline. As Thompson will check in along with Braylon Steele. Steele checks in for Nieheimer as Paige Nieheimer exits after a fantastic first quarter and 2 minutes away in the second quarter.
Again, Nieheimer with 10 points.
That's where the Jaguars need to capitalize here with Nieheimer out, but don't sleep on Braylon Steele down low. And the 10th turnover for the Eagles. Randolph, right side, 3 on the way, too hard, and Steele with a rebound. Steele looking ahead, handing off to Glover. Glover, nice crossover dribble to Kimberline, inside to Steele. Steele dropping that elbow and going up with a baby hook. 27-23.
Nice move by Steele.
Steele with that Steele elbow, dropping it down low with a nice hook.
She looked comfortable down low with the basketball in her hands. Made it look easy as she converted the 2 points down low.
Bell with a little breezy shot as Steele bringing it up herself with the help of Hancock, and Hancock shots blocked, staying with it. And here comes Kayla Bell recording her rebound for today. 27-23. We have a doubleheader is next game, Central Carolina boys versus the JCC Jaguar boys, coming up at 4 o'clock, or the conclusion of this game. We'll have a 15-minute buffer, and then we'll be right back here on Jaguar Sports Network as Kayla Bell looks to come into play, and she goes to Thager down low on her left block. Thager trapped off by the Sun. It's a good thing when you have the Sun as your defensive help.
I was just going to say it's like a 6th defender down low and maybe even a 7th, because it totally gets in your eyes.
Thaggart off the left side, brushing the iron, but Randolph, as a horn, sounded silently. Cross-court pass over to Randolph is for Kayla Bell. Jaguars with 11 on the clock. Bell stutter steps down low and draws the foul. Picking up the foul is Amber Kimberline.
Good job by Bell to...
Kimberline held only 3 points here in the first half as she averages 19. Maddie Day brings the ball up. Look at top of the key. Swings around left side, 3. McLean brushes the iron to stay with it, and going up strong was Maddie Day.
And Maddie Day gets her own offensive board, cleaning up McLean's mess and converting another second chance opportunity.
Nice bounce pass to Kayla Bell on that right block, and the Jaguars, not getting too greedy, was able to pick up the points. Back within 4.
It's been a tight ball game as Braylon Steele answers. Gets those 2 points right back for the Eagles.
31-25 midway through the first half here. 4:40 left with a steal and a turnover. 8 turnover for the Jaguars as Kimberline off the left side.
Kimberline gets the steal, takes it coast to coast, and converts. And increases that lead for Southwest Virginia.
12-5 run for Southwest Virginia here in the quarter. Jaguars Bell left side. Too hard off the iron and Steele. Braylon Steele double teamed and will stay right with the Jaguars.
Yeah, almost acts like a turnover in that respect. But good defense.
33-25. Media timeout. We're going to take it with them. Jaguars and Flying Eagles battle in Selma. Craig Green here, bringing you coverage of Southwest Virginia Flying Eagles and your Johnston Community College Lady Jaguars. The Jaguars, it's been a tale of 2 big runs for Southwest Virginia. They put together a 13-0 run in the first quarter, and they're currently on a 12-5 run, leading by 8 over the Lady Jaguars, Craig.
See if Maya Smith can get 2 points back, but there's a foul on the floor.
Maya Smith.
Yeah, Kimberline will be the guilty party. But yeah, no, just like you said it, Petey, the Eagles are playing cleaner basketball. They're executing better right now, which is why they've increased their lead to 8.
Thaggart. Definitely don't want to get Thaggart the distance. Has 9 points from the perimeter. Smith. Right side to Thaggart, and going to Randolph in the corner. Back to Thaggart. Thaggart from a long range. Brushes the iron, and Nieheimer checked in on that last dead ball. Picks up her first rebound. Coming back in, and Grove with a long 3.
Another empty possession for JCC, and Southwest Virginia again takes advantage. Another 3 ball for the Eagles. They're shooting at a very high clip in this first half.
36-25, back to 11-point advantage, and Smith could not sink the easy bunny.
Just unlucky for Maya Smith. It went off the back of the heel of the rim.
Southwest Virginia looking to pick up their biggest lead today on the made bucket on this possession. Nieheimer puts it on the floor, goes up, and it rolls off the rim with the chance to extend the lead to 13. Biggest lead in the first half so far is 12, but the Jaguars fight back, and Bell misses the baseline jumper. Smith fighting down low, puts up a shot, trying to draw the foul on Amber Kimmerline. And it's a turnover. Jaguars way, Thagard stops, pops, does not sink it. And we have a foul on Maya Smith.
There's Maya Smith guilty of illegally clearing space down low. And she'll be tagged for that foul. Just the first team foul for the Jags in the second quarter, PD.
Patterson and White checked in for the Jaguars after the foul. Clean topside. Clean looking inside to Nieheimer. Nieheimer trying to post up. Lobs it inside, and Nieheimer loses the ball. Stays right with it. Back out, three on the way, and it's nothing but nylon for Maddie Day. Biggest lead. The 2-minute mark here, 39-25.
Eagles continue their hot shooting. And again, just a matter of execution. They're just executing a little better than the Jaguars are. The second quarter, they're really running away with things.
Jaguars with only 6 points here in the second. Correction.
7
points here in the second quarter. Patterson, mid-range jumper, touches every part of the rim, but does fall for the Jaguars.
A much, much needed basket for the Jags.
Nice defense by Patterson. Patterson looking ahead to White, but she takes it herself and misses the easy layup. As White was calling for the ball, but Patterson had the possession on her defender, but missed the layup. And Smith hauls down a rebound, closing out minute. The final minute. Thagard looking inside to White, takes the three. Too hard, and you could tell the way she released the ball as Braylon Steele checks in for Southwest Virginia Community College.
Jags are getting crushed on the boards right now, PD. 25-14 in favor of Southwest Virginia. Unofficial count. Nieheimer leading the way. She's working on a double-double already.
Nieheimer, nice fake down low on White, and she goes up the right side, and it's 41-27.
Paige Nieheimer just having her way down low. Don't think the Jags have seen a post player quite like Nieheimer's so far this season.
Nieheimer and also Braylon Steele is the biggest two power forwards we've seen so far this year for the Jaguars.
Jags can hold for a final shot. Will they let Nalia White do what she did against Catawba Valley, sink one from about 30 feet out?
White on the floor, tripped, and White coming to the floor slowly. She comes up. Six seconds on the clock. 41-27. Can the Jaguars get momentum going in the break? Patterson. 15-footer off the glass, and it's good.
Milani Patterson's been so good finishing at the rim lately, PD. It's one of the best aspects of her game.
Jaguars finish the first half trailing 41-29 over the Flying Eagles for Southwest Virginia Community College. PD Norris Craig Green will come back at halftime with stats, facts, and figures after word from our sponsors. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Selma, North Carolina, as the Jaguars and the Flying Eagles matching up here from Selma at Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium. First half stats, Craig. It looks like it's been all Flying Eagles here in the first half. But I can tell you, Jaguars are not too far from, keeping the Flying Eagles on the ground.
Again, it just comes down to execution, I think, in my opinion. The Jags right now, not shooting very well, as you can see on the screen, the statistics. They're just 12 of 41 from the field, and that's what's really hurting them right now. They're winning the turnover battle. They only turned the ball over 8 times compared to just 15, 16 turnovers for Southwest Virginia. But again, the difference in this game is just the shooting. It's the perimeter shooting for Southwest Virginia. I mean, they're shooting over 60% in the first half, Petey. I mean, they're led by Paige Nieheimer, who's got 14 points, 9 rebounds. She's been the main one here who's been really, really hurting the Jags down low with her post game. But also, it's been just missed opportunities for the Jaguars. They've had good looks. The shots just aren't falling. But second half, they're going to have to get something going if they're going to want to come back and win this game.
Yeah, Craig, looking at the stats, the box inside the box, the Flying Eagles shoot 62%, 55% from the perimeter, 5 for 9 from 3, 26 rebounds. 9 of those, like you said, belong to Paige Nieheimer. She is 1 shy of a double-double today. And, if they didn't set her for 2 minutes in that second quarter, she can have a double-double already. But biggest lead so far for the Flying Eagles, 14, as they stood 39 to 25. For the Jaguars, shoot 29%, 26% from 3, 14 rebounds, 8 turnovers. That's where the Jaguars lead the way, 8 turnovers. And that's something the Jaguars have been atrocious on this season, is too many turnovers. Right now they've got 8 less turnovers, but trailing 41 to 29.
Just comes down to knocking down those shots when you get the opportunities. The Flying Eagles are taking advantage of every chance they get down court. That's why they're shooting 62% from the field and also shooting a very high clip from three-point range. They're shooting 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. And again, it's the emergence of Paige Nieheimer, number 10, who again, Peter, you mentioned earlier, she's a 3-point per game average player, but here she goes in the first half, 14 and 9, really controlling the pace and setting the tone for the Flying Eagles today. I mean, her offense is something that's really carrying the way for them. I mean, they've got a concerted effort amongst all their players to chip in and contribute. She's the only one in double figures, but also, I mean, you've got, Braylon Steele chipping in with 8. And then
that's another one down low that you definitely, the Jaguars, I don't think they have the manpower to stop Steele and Nieheimer down low. Braylon Steele, her best possession was when Nieheimer was out. She felt so comfortable down low. She knew where she was supposed to be, when she was supposed to be there, and she was able to convert on 4 straight points for the Flying Eagles. But the curious stat of the whole day is nobody shot a free throw yet.
Not one free throw in the first half. Every foul's been on the floor. Every foul's not been in the act of shooting. So for the Jags, we talk about when you're down, scoring while the clock is stopped. They're going to have to do their best to get into the paint, draw some fouls on the Eagles, perhaps get their bigs in foul trouble. That perhaps will clear the lanes for Maya Smith to do her thing. As in the first half, Maya Smith, 4 points and 6 rebounds. Not a real big factor in this game in a positive manner for the Jaguars. They're going to need her in the second half to do her thing and to come out and grab some rebounds and take Nieheimer out of the paint, as well as Braylon Steele. And if she can do that, Petey, then the sky's the limit for the Jaguars to get their second consecutive home victory.
Yeah, Jaguars need Thompson to step up to help out Maya Smith down low when Maya Smith is out. But, Patterson's not shooting well today. Thagard's the ones carrying the reins for the Jaguars so far today. With individual box scores, Craig's got it for you guys.
12 points for Zaniah Thagard leading the Jaguars. followed up by Melanie Patterson, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Elena Randolph, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Maya Smith, 4 points, 6 boards. Kayla Bell, 2 points, 2 rebounds. And for the visiting Southwest Virginia Flying Eagles out of Cedar Bluff, Virginia, they are led again by Paige Nieheimer, 14 points, 9 rebounds. Followed up by Braylon Steele, 8 points, 5 boards. Grace Hancock had 3 rebounds. She did not score. Amber Kimberlin, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Maddie Day, 5 points, 2 rebounds. Madison McLean, 3 points, no rebounds. Lorraine Grove, 6 points, 4 boards.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to our last commercial break, and we'll come right back here with the start of the third quarter, 41-29, Flying Eagles. To start the second half, trailing 41-29. Jaguars with the ball, working on the side of the court of the Sun.
Didn't seem to bother the Eagles in the first half.
Jaguars.
Already a turnover for the Jaguars.
First turnover of the half. McLean calls out a play at the circles. Goes inside to Nieheimer, back out. Kimberline looking inside to Nieheimer. Nieheimer pushes it back out. Slowing the ball down to start the second half with Southwest Virginia, both teams with the turnovers. Randolph out top to White. White wanted to take that three, put it on the floor, goes right side to Thaggart. Thaggart with a rainbow three, and White with a rebound. Going up, and White gets in the scoring column to start the half.
Good job by Nadia White to stay with it, put it back home, give the Jacks the first 2 points of the third quarter.
Steele stripped from behind by Patterson. Patterson splits the defenders left side, and then Jaguars on a 4-0 run.
Good way to start the second half for the Jags. 4-0, just like you said. Now they've got it back underneath 10. Can they keep this momentum going?
As you can tell by Southwest Virginia, the Flying Eagles tried to slow the game down and converted into 2 turnovers and 4 points for the Jaguars. And Jaguars looking to get within 10. Correction, within 6. And White falls to the floor on the shot, and Patterson misses. Kimberline for 3 off the left wing. Randolph with a long rebound. 4 possession for the Flying Eagles and no buckets yet. Thaggart looking inside to Randolph, and Randolph with a reverse layup, and the Jaguars on a 6-0 run.
Beautiful layup by Elena Randolph, up and underneath, off the glass, got it to go.
7:40 left inside to Nieheimer, shoots his hands with the baby hook, and there's Nieheimer's back in the scoring column here in the second half.
We talked about Nieheimer versus Maya Smith down low. This time Nieheimer gets the Duke underneath.
Steele is on Smith. They got Maya Smith double teamed down low with Thaggart for the corner, and Steele and Smith fighting for it, and Nieheimer comes out with her, picking up her double-double.
Thaggart 0 for 2 to start the third quarter from long range as
Nieheimer 17 footers off the mark, and coming down with it is Grove. Pass inside to Nieheimer, and it's stolen by Patterson. Over to Thaggart, stops. Does she pop? Yes!
They needed that one. And they got it. 5th three of the game by Zanaya Thagard. This ball game's getting tight once again. This time a fast start by the Jags to start the third quarter as Nieheimer scores again. She got good position underneath on Maya Smith, able to spin and found herself wide open underneath the basket.
4 points by Nieheimer in the second half. And Steele with a steal. Back over to Grove. Grove puts it on the floor, down low to Steele. And Steele is like a steel monument down low as she posts up and picks up the 47th point for the Flying Eagles, back to a 9-point advantage.
And a really good pass by Leroy Grove. Good bounce pass to find her down underneath the basket as well.
Patterson misses the three from the corner. And Kayla Bell and Thompson checks in as Maya Smith will exit along with White. Interesting to see how Maddie Day, when she checks in, Steele will have a seat.
5 points for Maddie Day in the first half. You know, Coach Thad Lambert would like to get her going at another contributor to the offensive category for Southwest Virginia.
Cross-court pass, they whip it around, and McLean looking at great defense by Thagard, and McLean gets off the three and off the mark, and Grove. Rebound was stolen by Patterson. Patterson stops for a deep two. Nothing but nylon.
That's how you turn defense into offense. Take advantage of their miss. And again, the Jaguars fighting back.
Back inside to Nieheimer. Nieheimer's shots, like it was blocked from our viewpoint, but Kayla Bell hit her with the body. And this will be our first free throw attempt today. 2.5 quarters, our first free throw.
And of course, it's going to be Nieheimer at the line, who misses the first. Again, Paige Nieheimer up to 18 points. And again, just like you said, Petey, he's got up to 11 rebounds, making 19 points. So working on a 20-10 game is Paige Nieheimer.
48-40. Maddie Day brings it up for the Flying Eagles. Works left side. Inside to Nieheimer. Nieheimer double teamed and slammed to the floor.
Well, they're going to call Nieheimer for the offensive foul.
She threw an elbow.
Jags converging on her down low, not letting her get any clean looks. As you can see, McLean out there against Thagard, trying to prevent her from getting a good look at three.
Inside, nice ball movement by the Jaguars. Randolph for three from the right wing, and you can count it.
Great rotation by the Jaguars to find the open shooter. This time it's Elena Randolph who cashes in.
4:23 left, third quarter. Jaguars fighting back from down by 14 in the first. The Jaguars turn it over as Maddie Day goes up, and she is fouled by Kayla Bell. Our view, and that's who it was on.
Quickly, 2 team fouls on the Jags, and now we have more free throws coming. This time Maddie Day get her chance at the line.
Jaguars on a 14-7 run, trailing by 5 as Maddie Day makes it 6. Next up, we have the Jaguars boys matching up against the We got a media timeout. They did not call the media timeout. Jaguars and Flying Eagles 49-43. Petey Norris, Craig Green. We're going to stay right here with you in this media timeout as we have next up the Jaguars men's team with a 4-7 overall record matching up with the Central Carolina Cougars, who are 7-10 and 5-8 in conference play. But an interesting fact for the Jaguars, as Raekwon Johnson is in the lineup, he was ineligible in the first half of the season. He'll be back here in the second half, but the Jaguars on the season leading the way is Jaden Dunn, averaging 24 points per game, and Elijah Purdy with 13, and Michael Linton with 11. But if you take a look at the Central Carolina Cougars, leading the way is Jesse Mitchell, followed by Dontavius Pettaway, followed by Patrick Malott. But we have Jaguars basketball all day on this Sunday, as they call it the first round in the NFL playoffs. We have it right here inside the Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium. 48-43 third quarter. Jaguars on a 14-9 run over the Flying Eagles. Petey Norris, Craig Green here, 4:12 left, third quarter.
Great to be back here at the Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium. Happy New Year, everybody. As Maddie Day converts her second of 2 free throws.
49-43. And we have a push. And on the push was Glover for Southwest Virginia.
It looks like they'll get Glover for that foul, trying to break through the screen.
On the push. 49-43. Thompson with that screen over to Randolph in the corner. Randolph with a 3. Fighting for it is nothing but Jaguars, and Jaguars come out with a reset the shot clock. Randolph. Like I said, the sun is setting here in Johnson County. Nice pass and a save, and could not convert. Thompson fighting. 3 on the way by Randolph. No, and Patterson with the putback and a foul. Jaguars with multiple opportunities. Craig could not convert.
Now they'll get their chance from the line to do the same thing. And again, scoring while the clock is stopped.
Thompson hit the floor. We got White checking in for Thompson.
Yeah, hopefully she'll be all right. But nevertheless, Jags are fighting hard for every loose ball. That's why this is a tight ball game. Every possession matters as Patterson makes the first free throw.
49-44, 3:19 left, third quarter. Biggest advantage for the Jaguars to capitalize when the clock is stopped. 49 to 45. And Nieheimer hits the floor hard.
Got called for a travel as she was turning her pivot foot towards the basket. Must have lifted it off the floor ever so gently. That results in the 21st turnover by Southwest Virginia.
White with a long flat-footed 3, and Bell.
I think Bell thought she had a player out there on the perimeter to pass to, instead passed it nearly into her own bench.
Timberline's drive, and it's turnover. White, left side, no, and Patterson with a steal and a put up, and Maddie Day with the rebound, and head to Kimberline. Kimberline right side to Glover. Glover's runner, no, and she is fouled by Kayla Bell.
That's 3 on Kayla.
I tell you, Craig, we talked about no free throws in the first half, but boy, we've had them here in the third quarter.
Yeah, we talked it up. That's the announcer's jinx. And here we are with Glover at the line, about to take 2 more free throws. The 8th of the third quarter.
Glover makes the first. Jaguars within 5. Glover makes it 6.
3 balls not really been falling for the Jags after the first couple that went in. And there's White stripped from behind.
Maddie Day, nice feed to Glover, and Glover to Nieheimer, and it's foul Patterson on the pushes. Jaguars are very aggressive against Nieheimer here in the second half, as Nieheimer's lived more on the floor than she's lived standing up.
Nieheimer's had a lot of clean looks at the basketball, had a lot of one-on-one action, and that's led to her having the success she's had offensively.
2:14 left in the third quarter.
I think Coach Z wants to kind of muck up the water some and make her have to work for it. Understandable strategy. At 20 on the shot clock.
Go inside, and on the inbounds pass, and coming up short was LaRae Grove. All alone to the cup, and it falls for White.
There you go, Naya White. Coast to coast, got the rebound, went down, got the bucket too.
51-47, Nieheimer falls to the floor, does not get a call. We have a jump ball. Stays right with Southwest Virginia.
Thought that ball was cleanly won by JCC, but apparently not. It will stay with the Flying Eagles. 20 on the shot clock underneath the Jaguar basket.
Madison McLean checks in for Glover. Nieheimer's shots off the mark, and Southwest Virginia, Kimberline, nice spin, and draws the foul. Picking her foul is Maylani Patterson. Free throws off the mark. .51-47. Kimberline misses both free throws.
2 big misses right there for Kimberline.
White goes baseline, kicks it out to Randolph, and Randolph takes it to the hole and off the mark, and Randolph to the floor. Waiting for a dead ball call, and nice take, and we have a Jaguar on the floor. That's Randolph as Glover converts. 53-47, we're going to take it with them. Jaguars trail the Flying Eagles. Welcome back as Alani Randolph was helped off the court by Coach Z. Favored of that right knee. With a minute 20 left, Jaguars trail the Flying Eagles by 6, 53-47. Jaguars trail at halftime, 41-29. It's been a game of runs throughout the entire game here today in Selma.
And whoever's had the hot hand has really been able to impose their will. Now Coach Z may be down one player as Elena Randolph shaken up and on the sidelines on the bench.
Kayla Bell for 3. Fighting for it out of bounds. And Kayla Bell missing her third 3 opportunity. As Grace Hancock checks in.
So until we see Elena Randolph back on the floor, the Jags are now down to 6 players, 1 on the bench. And that's Desea Thompson. A good fight by the Jaguars, Petey, to get back into this game. 18 points scored here in the third quarter against 12 for Southwest Virginia.
Timberlines cross-court pass in the corner. 3 for Maddie Day. And Bell with a rebound, and she just throws it ahead. Patterson comes out with it to White. 30 on the clock. Jaguars, plenty of opportunities, and they travel and turn it over. .5 left, third quarter, 53-47. No shot clock. This will be the final shot for Southwest Virginia Community College.
Jags playing the zone defense, trying to close out on perimeter shooters.
Long 3 by Glover, and you can count it. At the end of the third, leading by 9, the Flying Eagles are about to take off from Johnson County, 56-47. Welcome back to Johnson County as the Jaguars trail by 9 going into Fidelity Investments money quarter, but Jaguars outscored the Flying Eagles 18-12 in the third. And it's great to see Randolph back on the court. Not fully running and putting pressure on that right knee, but she is back on the court. Getting contested as Nieheimer straight to the cup and could not connect.
Maya Smith grabbed the board, PD, that time.
Thagard for 3, off the mark, and here come Glover. Correction, as Maddie Day, who connected with that long 3 to end the quarter. Maddie Day for another 3. That's her second 3 in the second half. Back to a 12-point advantage.
Jags need an answer, and they need an answer very soon because this thing is going to be getting close to the danger zone, down by 12 here in the fourth. Can't have too many more empty possessions.
Nice cut by Patterson, and Patterson going up strong from center of the goal.
And a good pass by Maya Smith to find her cutting across the basket right into the middle of the lane. Get those 2 points right back.
It's 3 straight threes for Maddie Day. And the Jaguars trail 62-49, and Coach Z calls a timeout before it gets out of control.
She wants to fix this zone defense on the perimeter because they're not closing out on the shooters.
With 9 straight points for the Flying Eagles. They lead 62-49. Forces Coach Z and the Jags to call a timeout to stop the bleeding quickly. White right side to Patterson. Patterson takes a long 3. When I say long, it was in a different area code. I believe she hit it from the 704. Pure ice is Hancock with a deep 2.
That could not have been the play drawn up by Coach Z coming out of that timeout. Was a long contested three-pointer. Not the best shot right there, and again, Eagles making the Jaguars pay for it.
7:43 left in the game. Patterson's wraparound layup, and the Jaguars pick up their 4th point of the quarter.
Melani is so good at finishing at the rim. I'd love to see her do that more.
Kimberline puts it on the floor, thought about the 3. Going to Maddie Day, and Maddie Day inside to Steele, and Steele out to McLean, and McLean with the 3. And the Flying Eagles are hovering over the Richard B. Harrison Gymnasium with a 16-point lead, biggest lead tonight.
3 ball is falling for them at a high clip. Haven't taken a lot of them, but they're being very, very efficient as well.
White. Shots deflected. Smith with a putback.
Maya Smith with just her 6th point of the game after Nalia White missed down low.
McLean Smith out top to Kimberline.
Smith been pretty ineffective offensively today.
Steele double dribble.
23 turnovers for Southwest Virginia, but no matter as they are up by 14 on the road. Again, 6-2 on the road. They're very comfortable away from their home gym. The Jags are going to make a run. It's got to happen right now. Got to find the best shot they can and take it. There's it right there, Maya Smith.
Nice block from behind by Grove to not pick up the foul. Nice pass to Steele, and Steele misses easy bunny down low, but gets the rebound and goes up and misses another opportunity. And Randolph pulls down the rebound, 67-53. Jaguars trying to fight back. Randolph with 3, in and out, and Maya Smith, triple team, comes down with a rebound, and Jaguars sit up the offense with a fresh 20 on the clock, and it's out of bounds. Off of Maddie Day as Nieheimer, Paige Nieheimer checks back in. She checks in for Steele as the coach does not like how Braylon Steele misses 2 easy layups.
Jags will get the inbound on the offensive side of the floor.
With 13 on the shot clock.
They need a bucket right now, PD. This thing is getting close to being out of hand.
Picking up the foul is Glover, Caitlin Glover. Caitlin Glover with some hand checking.
It's 3 on Glover. She got caught using the chicken wing.
I hope they got some chicken wings hanging out at Bojangles for me after this one. 67-53. White for a long three. Too flat, and Patterson with the rebound. Going to Randolph. Back to Patterson. Patterson right wing three. Does not fall as Nieheimer with the fingertip rebound. Glover. Inside to Nieheimer. Nieheimer. Nice spin move, and Nieheimer continues to climb up the scoring column.
They're doing a really good job of isolating Nieheimer against any one defender, clearing out all that space for her underneath the basket to operate.
Pass to Smith is through their hands, out of bounds. Jaguars pick up their 17th turnover today. It's 11th of the second half. They only had 6 in the first half. Correction, they only had 8 in the first half. That's their 9th here in the second half. With 4 minutes to go, Nieheimer, 4 straight points, 71-51. Correction, 69.
Nieheimer up to 23 points, PD.
It's a 53. Smith.
And now Thompson at the scorer's table for the Jags. Going to make their final push as Patterson gets a steal.
Randolph stops 15 foot off the left elbow, and Jaguars just throwing the ball up. And Grace Hancock with the fouls. Amber Kimmerline will check in. And a timeout. We'll take it right with them. 69-55. 4:15 left. Jaguars and Flying Eagles live from Selma. Thagard checks in and hits the three.
Jags needed that shot in the worst way. Can they rinse and repeat, get back into this ball game?
Not letting Kimberline go straight to the hole with that. With just 4 minutes to go in the game, Jaguars trail by 11. Trail by as many as 16 today. At the 7:03 mark, Jaguars on a 7-0 run and make it 7-1 run. Making both free throws.
Kimberlin, just a quiet game for her today. 7 points.
7 averages 19.
It's been the Nieheimer show today.
Inside, and Patterson. Back to Patterson, and it's good.
And a good recognition by Desea Thompson.
Jaguars fight back, and need to get within single digits. 3:30 left. Kimberline, 9 points.
Kimberline with the
Can this be the Maddie Day and Kimberline half here?
I don't know, but that was a nice scoop by Kimberline to try to gather herself, put it back up, and get it to go. As Thompson, long range, no change there.
(73-60). 3:14 left.
See, Nieheimer bothered by that sun underneath the basket. Starting to move a little bit, but it's still a hindrance to the players in certain spots on the floor.
Steele with nice movement is Kimberline straight to the hole and cannot connect on the layup, and she's headed to the line.
Now get Thompson with her second foul.
So Kayla Bell checks in for Randolph. 2:57 left. Kimberline makes it a 14-point advantage. Kimberline 4 for 4, straight from the free throw line. 15-point lead. Flying Eagles. Empty possession by the Jaguars here. Can almost guarantee this game is academic. They heard me talking it up, and they score a bucket as Kayla Bell.
And good work on the offensive boards by Maylani Patterson to get the basket, to get the basketball, give it back, and get Bell on the board.
75-62.
It's gonna take a lot for the Jags to come back here. You know, they got to get a turnover right now. They cannot let the Eagles score. Oh, nearly had it, but Kayla Bell got a little too much skin.
Heard the slap over here. She'll shoot 2. LaRae Grove.
That sun right in the face of Grove.
Helping her bleach her hair blonde some more. She makes 1 of 2. 76-62. Thaggart drives and she hits the floor. She hit the left hip of Grove.
Hancock got a little too physical with Zanaya Thaggart. So now the sharpshooter for the Jags will go to the line. Trying to get a couple of these points back here, maybe create a spark that starts the comeback, because it's got to happen now.
Jaguars return home Thursday night against Fayetteville Tech. And that's at 5:30 pregame show. Tipping off at 6 o'clock on Jaguar Sports Network. Then the Jaguars are back here next Sunday as the ladies play Guilford Tech and the boys play Lewisburg. (78-63). Post-game, we'll have an interview with Coach Z. See what she has to say about this game today is getting back at home to start the season, the 2024, calendar season here. We'll see what Coach Z has to say. Craig will have that coverage about 1:40 at the conclusion of this game. Then next up, we have the boys. They'll be going up against Central Carolina. That game will tip off at 4. We'll have it right here on Jaguar Sports Network as Nieheimer makes it 80-63.
Putting the Nieheimer into the proverbial coffin. She's had a fantastic game. That's Paige Nieheimer, definitely the star of this afternoon's contest. As Thaggart
starts the game off with a 3. ends the game in the final minute with a 3.
So much potential for the Jags in this contest, but again, it's a game of runs. Things got away from them in the second and fourth quarter. And the Eagles were able to take advantage. They never really cooled down offensively.
As Caleb Bell travels, is checking in the game for the first time is Kara Hicks. She checks in for Steele with 46 seconds left. The ball is slowly walked up by the Flying Eagles with 39 seconds left. With shots blocked by Patterson as Madison McLean tried to get an easy bucket. 15 seconds separate the game and the shot clock with 36 on the game clock. 21 on the shot clock. 82-66 is Nieheimer. Misses the inbounds pass. Jaguars turn it over.
Turnover number 20 for the Jags. That number started creeping up after the first quarter. They did so well. First half, just 8 turnovers. Second half, 12 turnovers.
They'll dribble it out. Your final score from Johnson County, from Selma, North Carolina. The final score will be 82-66. We're going to have an interview with Coach Z when we return. Final score, 82-66. As the Flying Eagles advance to 11-5 on the season, 9-4 in conference play. The JCC Jaguars fall to 4-9 overall, 4-9 in conference play. Jaguars are 3 for 3 in the last 6. We're going to come right back here with the interview with Coach C right after this. Welcome back to JCC Jaguars Sports Network as the Jaguars and the Southwest Virginia Community College Flying Eagles fell here 82-66. We're going to cut back with the coach from interview with Coach C in just a moment. Welcome back as Craig standing by with Coach Z as the Jaguars fell 82-66. Take it away, Craig.
All right. Post game with Coach Z. Coach Z, this game of runs, I think, watching that halftime, started slow, fought back. Close game at halftime. Again, fourth quarter kind of got away from you. What did you see out there?
Well, I can say I see some high sides and some low sides, but my high side is the Milani. Milani was everywhere on the defensive side. And I'm not saying that, before I say this, I'm not saying none of my girls don't play defense, but today Milani played a different form of defense. She was helping, she was getting back on defense, she was rebounding, she was doing all necessary stuff to try to keep us in the game. And we just fell short. I mean, you can't win them all.
And again, I agree with you on Melani. She's done a really good job finishing at the basket. That's one aspect of her game I've noticed recently. She's done a great job getting to the rim, finishing. Again, today's game got a little away from you, but still got some positive things to look forward to. What else did you like from today's game? I know the defensive effort was there. Had a little trouble rotating on the shooters. I saw you call a timeout just to try to clean that up. The hot shooting by the Eagles. What'd you see from the Eagles that presented so many problems?
Oh, the Eagles. I made a joke earlier about playing the Golden State Warriors. So and it showed tonight. They're an awesome team. I'm never going down a team, so you ain't gonna hear that from Coach Z. But the Eagles, they spreaded us so far apart, and we got some girls that are injured. We got some girls that are sick. Not making that a down on them for winning, but we were 100% healthy, so they took advantage of it. But on our offensive side, we slowed the ball down. We slowed it down. We got the shots that we needed. Some didn't fall. We got a couple turnovers. They got back, shot threes like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and that's the end of it.
I saw they made a concerted effort trying to get Nieheimer the ball, number 10, down low to try to isolate her against Maya Smith. Did you notice that same matchup? Absolutely.
I told her, I said if she was above the yellow line, to stay behind, but if she was below, to front her. And Kayla had a good job, a couple plays, and Milani had a couple good plays where they played, and when they tried to get it over, they were there to get the charge from her. But, I mean, the ball don't always bounce in your way every game, but I love the way my girls play, at least seeing the high side of what we can go into Wednesday game against Brunswick.
And you got a quick turnaround coming up in a few days here. A really good chance to get the bad taste out of your mouth from this game.
Absolutely. Just like any other game, I'm going to go watch film. So I'm going to get my girls ready for Brunswick. And then we coming back here Thursday against Fayetteville Tech again. We played them last Thursday, I want to say. But regardless, I'm going to make sure they're prepared. I'm not going to say every game is going to be awesome. But the support is needed. The support is needed for my girls. The support is needed.
How's Elena? Last question. How's she doing? And I saw she got knocked up in the fourth quarter there. How's she feeling?
We had a little inside joke. I was whispering in her ear, telling her, "You're just embarrassed. You're just embarrassed. Just breathe. Just breathe." But she's good. She's good. She said that it really hurt when it happened. She just needed a moment. She's good.
All right. Coach Z, thanks for your time, and good luck on the road. We'll see you back here on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
All right, PD, thanks. Back to you.
All right, that was Craig with Coach Z as the Jaguars fall 82-66. Next up, tipping off in 24 minutes, the Jaguars and Central Carolina Cougars right here on Jaguar Sports Network. Make sure you guys check JCC Jaguar Sports Network YouTube page. Final score, 82-66. Next up for the Lady Jaguars, Brunswick Community College on Wednesday, and then back here against Fayetteville Tech on Thursday. We'll have it right here. PD Doors, Craig Green signing off on Jaguar.